Good morning. This is Aisha Khalid, and this is today's Quiet Echo. She came in this week for her diabetes check. A woman I have known for years, widowed just last winter. And somewhere between her blood pressure and her feet, she went quiet on me, and she said the thing I hear, in one form or another, more than almost anything else in my little exam room. It is just me now, she said very quietly, and now my own body has turned on me too. She said it looking down at her hands, the way people do when they have decided a thing is simply true, and there is no use fighting it anymore. I wanted to argue with her, gently, not about the diabetes, which is real, and which the two of us will manage together, a little at a time, but about the aloneness of it, because I had lately learned a strange and wonderful fact, one I had been wanting to hand to someone who needed it, and she was the one who needed it. And here it is, the thing I wanted her to hear. You are not nearly as alone as you feel, not by a long way. For most of my training, we said the bacteria living in a human body outnumbered our own cells 10 to 1. It was one of those facts everyone simply knew, and it turned out to be wrong. Back in 2016, a team of scientists sat down and did the actual arithmetic, and they found the old number was only a guess, hardened through decades of repeating, into something it never earned. The real count is much closer to even. You are, give or take, 30 trillion cells of your own and 38 trillion bacteria. Counted one by one, your own cells and your bacterial ones come out very nearly the same. And here is the part I have had to unlearn, slowly, over a good many years. I was trained to see bacteria as the enemy, full stop. In medical school, a germ was a thing you grew in a dish, and stained and named, and then found a way to kill. It was the whole story I carried into practice. And it is true, some of them will hurt you, and my job is to know which. But it is only a sliver of the truth. But the overwhelming majority of those 38 trillion are not enemies at all. Many of them are helping. They break down your food. They school your young immune system. They make vitamins you cannot make for yourself. They crowd out the ones who would do you harm, holding the door, quietly, against a great deal of sickness you never even hear knock. Nearly 40 trillion of them, going about all of it and asking you for nothing. Even this week, in fact, researchers were studying whether the microbes which ripen a good aged cheese might do the gut some good as well. Now, let me tell you something I have learned in this work at a great many bedsides. So many people come into my room believing the very thing she believed, believing their body has gone over to the other side, the failing knee, the heart with its little skip, the blood sugar which will not behave. They begin to feel like a person under siege from the inside, betrayed by the one thing which was supposed to be theirs alone. And I understand it, but it has almost never once been the whole truth, because even on the hardest day, even in the sickest body I have ever tended, 10,000 quiet systems go right on working faithfully without applause. The lungs still lift, breath after breath, without a word from you. The cut on your hand still knits itself closed while you sleep. The trillions still go on tending their quiet business in the dark. A failing body is still, overwhelmingly, a body hard at work on your behalf. So I told her, you feel like it is just you, alone in the house, and I understand why, but you are not a single creature whose body has turned against her. You are a community. You are a nation. You are nearly 40 trillion strong, most of them on your side, tending you while you sleep, and while you grieve, and while you sit here in my office this morning, certain past all argument you are on your own. Now, I do not say any of this to make light of real loneliness. Her loneliness is true, and it aches, and 38 trillion bacteria will not sit with her at supper. Theirs is a different kind of company, and she needs the humankind too, and so do you. But I will tell you what I took from it, standing there in the room with her. Not proof of anything. Only a reminder I seem to need. Even at the smallest, most hidden level, you are not a lone thing. You are a partnership, a crowd, a whole living town under one skin, at its quiet work in the dark, while you go about your day in the light. And it makes me doubt solitude was ever really the whole of the story. So if you are sitting somewhere this morning feeling like it is just you, I want you to hold two things at once. Your loneliness is real, and it deserves real human company. So please, go and find some. Or let some find you. And also this, You have never once, not for a single second of your whole life, been as alone as you felt. There is a whole world in there, teeming and busy, and so much of it is working in your favor and has been all along. You are not alone. You never were. The front porch is open. If you are feeling alone this weekend, this is a good porch to sit on and good people to sit with. Come and tell us how you are. And if we get something wrong, tell us, and we will run the correction. The readers of the Cedar Valley News are gathering to share their stories and keep company with respect and no party lines. Come sit with us. I will put the link in the show notes. This is Aisha Khalid, your host for today's Quiet Echo. Thanks for listening. Quiet Echo is part of the fictional Cedar Valley News series, written by Evan Swenson, publisher, and Claude Marshall, AI developmental editor. While the patient is fictional, the science is real. In a 2016 study published in Cell and PLOS Biology, researchers at the Weizmann Institute of Science, Sender, Fuchs, and Milo, revised the long-repeated estimate of bacteria outnumbering human cells 10 to 1, calculating a typical adult body holds roughly 30 trillion human cells and about 38 trillion bacteria, a ratio closer to 1 to 1, though the bacteria make up only a small fraction of body weight. Most of these microbes live in the gut and aid digestion, immune function, and other processes. In August of 2026, researchers reported microbes involved in ripening artisan cheeses may also have potential gut health benefits. Sources include Cell, PLOS Biology, the Weizmann Institute of Science, and Science Daily.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open. This is Cedar Valley News.